Well, hello everyone, the Ontario Garden here, back with another City Skylines 2 feature highlight video. Last episode we talked about feature number 1, the road tools, what's new, what's staying the same, what's cool about it. Today we're going to be talking about the feature number 2, the traffic AI, and this is a pretty awesome one, by the way. We're going to click on this in a second, and again, you can always go to the website, the City Skylines website, to read about all of this. But we're going to watch the video and we will comment on that kind of as we go along. And then we can kind of talk about it. I'll give you my thoughts as well as we go along. So let's get the video queued up here. Make sure we're in 4K settings, and we are. Alrighty, are we ready to go here, guys? I think we are. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Are the lifeblood of your city. I'm
just going to be pausing this as you go. You'll be able to hear her talk. So you see in the distance here, all these cool, the buildings all look different. Like all the buildings, I mean, some of them look similar. They look different in the sense of the lights that are on. Here's like a big radio tower. This down here is a helicopter, I'm pretty sure. Watch.
Move through it.
Oh, wait, where's the helicopter? Here it is. Right here's the helicopter. I thought this was a bus. The helicopter's right down here. And look at this. So we're going to listen to her, and then we'll kind of chime in with my thoughts as we go along.
Pulse. Not in the cold rhythms of code.
I will be pausing that a lot because look at these buildings. Now, one thing I notice is the billboards. They're all different. At least the ones that we see here are all different. This is like a rounded one. This is more of a square. This one down the bottom is more of a rectangle. There's a thinner rectangle, square. I mean, some of them will be repeating, of course. But look at all the buildings have different lights that come on. Like they're not all standard. Like this isn't the same as this. They look similar buildings, but the way the lights are definitely different. And look at the traffic. This is like New York City or something. It looks awesome.
But with the variability and pace of a real city.
Look at that.
So you should expect the same order and chaos that emerges when countless individual decisions are made all at once.
So what she's basically saying there is, we're going to get into this in a second, but the way that the old road system used to be is the cars or any vehicle would take the shortest distance possible regardless of backups or time. That's changed.
It's a level of
Look at that.
realism you've never seen before.
Beautiful.
And it's powered by the deep simulation of traffic AI.
Now, one of my favorite things in city builders like this, I mean, SimCity was synonymous with that. This is definitely used in this game as well, in City Skylines 1. And basically, it's your overlay of your traffic, which basically this right here shows you green is obviously good flow, red is bad flow. And look like we have a lot of gridlock here, don't we?
How people move from A to B in your city is called pathfinding. Previously, pathfinding meant choosing the shortest route by distance.
So that's what I touched on before, which is what the big problem is with this. With these type of games is that they'll choose the shortest distance regardless of anything. I'm sure she's going to touch on this, but let's hear about what's going to be changed.
But ignoring factors like travel time
That's
and
awesome. Look at that
traffic
truck.
congestion was less than ideal. Pathfinding has changed.
This is awesome.
In City Skylines 2, 4 main factors influence how people move through your city. These factors are called pathfinding costs. People
Awesome.
weigh up these costs to decide where to go and how to get there. The path with the lowest cost is the path they choose.
And the funny thing with that, right, is the way is that's how people in real life drive. If you're driving, I mean, back in the day before there was GPS or internet, you would get in your car, you'd have a route that you're going to take, and that's the route you take. Now, if you're getting to, say you're on the highway and you come up to an accident or there's a backup or construction, if you know an alternate route just by heart, you'll go that way because it may be quicker. If you don't, you sit there. Look at the garbage, by the way, sitting at that guy's house, that person's house. But if once as GPS has kind of been, around there or MapQuest and Google Maps, all these things, Waze, you plug in your destination, which is typically by the shortest time, sometimes shortest distance, and then as you're going along, if there's an accident or there's something that obstructs it, your GPS, your AI in a sense, will automatically change your route based on that. So this is kind of being implemented in games now, and that's awesome, I think.
But how people weigh up these costs is very different. To help you understand, let's walk through the 4 pathfinding costs.
Here we go.
Time is usually the most important
Look at that truck.
pathfinding cost. Everyone will pick their quickest route to their destination if they can. Comfort is another pathfinding cost. Who doesn't want a smooth journey? Wouldn't you avoid tricky intersections if you could?
Now that to me sounds amazing. The first one, okay, that makes 100% sense. You want to get to your destination as quick as possible, so you take the shortest route by time, which doesn't necessarily mean distance. But the second one that she just said there is that some people will want to avoid highways. They'll want to avoid speed. Well, she didn't say speed, but they want to have comfort. So that may mean they take a back road that's less traveled, but it may take longer, but it's an easier ride for them. That's so interesting to think, because look at this back up here. This here is the highway coming in, and this is an off ramp. Look how backed up this is. But who would want to be in this? You'd rather be somewhere else, like maybe over here, taking a shorter or a smaller road. I would. I love taking, what I coin the back way to places to avoid traffic.
The availability, convenience, and cost
Electric
of parking
vehicles
will now impact where people choose to go and how to get there. Easy parking.
Look at this. Now, remember in the last episode we talked about road tools, parking lots. I love how there's electric vehicles. I mean, electric vehicles, whatever. I drive a gasoline vehicle. All my vehicles at the farm are all gas or diesel. But I mean, it's kind of cool that they have stuff like this for some smart cars. Now, what this is here, remember I touched on having parking lots, and there's policies, which I knew there was going to be something like that based on your area. Upkeep, comfort level. Comfort level is going to be a high one here, and basically that's going to likely have a bunch of different factors like maybe security, safety, health around it, and you can change your parking fee. Let's just see what she says.
Is actually the deciding factor for some people when choosing where to socialize and spend their money. That's another pathfinding cost: money.
So that's very interesting as well. So basically what I'm gathering there is if you have a parking lot downtown and they want to go downtown, and say you charge $50 per parking, will they choose that, or will they choose a place a few blocks back that's, say, $10 a parking? And the way the pathfinding with the AI is also the person AI. It's not the car in a sense, it's the people individually deciding, do they want to spend more money and be closer, which is more comfortable, or do they want to spend less money and have to walk a little bit? I think that's an amazing AI change in a game like this. It's so amazing.
Fuel, parking, and public transport tickets can seriously add up.
Look at that.
So it's a factor in where people choose to go and how they get there.
Beautiful looking.
The final factor influencing pathfinding is behavior,
Ooh.
or how likely people are to engage in risky maneuvers on the road. U-turns, lane swapping, and speeding can reduce travel times, lower fuel consumption, and avoid some of the inconvenient aspects of travel.
Look at that.
To keep pathfinding costs low, people will reroute if something happens on their journey. For example, if they...
Okay, this scene here is awesome, by the way. Before there were, accidents and stuff, but like the roads were never like closed like this. Look at this. Police, there's a car on its side by that van. This car's like, nope, I'm going to turn around. They look like Mini Coopers, but I guess they're not, they're generic Mini Cooper. That's so cool.
Get caught behind a traffic accident that takes too long to
Look
clear,
at that. That's amazing.
Find another way to get where they're going. Hang on. Traffic accidents? Afraid so.
Yes.
Drivers can lose control and crash their vehicles into traffic and buildings.
This is one thing that I love. I love this because it brings more hyper realism to a game, because there are accidents in games. There's accidents in real life, and that affects how you think, how your mood is, how you drive when it comes to driving. It's like, I want to avoid an accident, so I'm going to go a back road. I don't want to take the highway. I love that there's accidents in the game now.
Yikes. You see, things like wet roads, extreme weather events, and the time of day can increase the risk of a collision.
Okay, I muted it and said, that is amazing. The time of day, the weather conditions, they can affect whether someone crashes, which that's real life too. If someone's tired, you're more likely to fall asleep at the wheel. If it's dark, nighttime, it's harder to see.
Or road conditions that should keep you awake at night. Want to reduce the risk of serious mishaps? Send your road maintenance crew out ASAP.
What?
Traffic AI has improved pathfinding so much that you can now grow a larger population. But remember, a big population brings opportunities and challenges. 2 info views can help.
Let's look at this window, by the way. The new $10 coming in, sunny, summer, megalopolis. I guess that's their whatever at. They have 137 tiles. Look at this. Look at the pollution in the top right. There must be a sewage plant there or something. Wow, this is a really cool city.
help you plan and react when life takes a left turn. Traffic Info View takes the
those.
guesswork out of traffic management.
Hold on, let's go back a couple. Can we go back a couple 5 seconds here? Look at that. So here it's showing a parking facility availability. This is just in general. Parking lots in buildings. There's P's, which is so cool because that's how you do it, like on a Google map. For green P's or parking lots, they pop up like that. Road maintenance vehicles, the color of them, road conditions. So you definitely have to send road crews out to fix your roads. This is going to be so involved. It's going to be so fun. Parking facility availability.
Life takes a left turn.
What's the next one?
Info View.
Traffic flow. This is percentage, map legend, bad and good, and then volume is low and then high.
Takes the guesswork out of traffic management. It delivers a real-time overview of how much traffic is on your road network and traffic, so you can resolve problems quickly.
Look at that.
Deep simulation transforms the movement of people, goods, and services through your city into the pulsing reality of a living, breathing city.
She makes it sound like this is like the most insane thing ever. And if this ends up being true based on like what this, obviously there's a voiceover here of how the AI is going to work in this game, it's going to be a game changer for city builders going forward. I think, at least.
But how people choose their path? That is always a response to the world around them. A world of your creation.
Oh, it's amazing. Look at that. So that's the first feature highlight. That's the official one. So what we gather from this, we can actually get out of this. We can go back here to the AI. We talked about the way the skylines work, pathfinding costs. This is a generic thing. Time, comfort, money, and behavior. Look at these pictures. Lane usage. So if it's a busy road, they'll go somewhere else. Multi-lane vehicle overtakes slower vehicles when the simulation notices that other lanes are less used. In real life, if someone's going slower on the highway, you pass them. Amazing. Agents, performance. We talked about this a little bit. Wow, look at this. This is like an awesome suburb. Los Angeles, maybe. Roundabout behavior. Roundabouts, work so much better these days than they used to. Traffic accidents, which is so awesome that here they need to be secured and cleared by the police and road maintenance, respectively. This is so cool. It halts traffic. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Parking. My favorite thing is parking lots. And look at this parking garage as well. This is another going to be one of their costs, whether they want to spend extra money to park downtown. And then the info views. I love these type of overviews to show you where your city is struggling or where it's performing good. And here, obviously, still road overview. Service vehicles is super cool. Where does it say? Receive orders from buildings and road segments. They calculate a suitable path. Vehicles travel destinations to the affect travel path and their surroundings. Garbage truck receives an order to travel to the next destination. Garbage, blah, 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 blah. Emergency vehicles, more dangerous compared to citizen driving. Illegal U-turns, it's so cool. Police patrol, public transport. Wow, this is so neat. Traffic between other cities has changed. The game also features traffic between other cities. From one outside connection to the next, this traffic does not contribute to the city's economy, but traffic can become a part of the overall traffic flow as the city grows. That's interesting. It's kind of cool, though, but it's interesting. I like it, by the way. And then that concludes the Dev Diary for today. The next one, which will be next week, same time, will be feature number 3, public and cargo transportation. An integral part of the city's inner workings is public transportation expand as it grows from buses and taxis also to other transportation systems, trams, and subways. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the feature highlight number 2, which is the feature of Traffic AI, which is so awesome. I think they're putting out the big heavy stuff right away to get people drawn in, and trust me, I'm drawn in, and I can't wait to play this in 4 months. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. What's your favorite part of this video? What do you think for Traffic AI? What's your most favorite part? Mine is probably going to be, I don't know. It could be the pathfinding, overall. It could be the accident thing. I'm not sure. I'll have to play to find out. All right, guys, hit the subscribe button, tick the bell notification icon. Also, you can follow me on my second channel, the Ontario Gardener second channel, where I post things that are not related to gaming, about farming, honeybees, bushcraft, all kinds of cool things that have coming up this summer. Head on over there, link in the description below, and I'll catch you guys next time.